Today I replaced a steel door. It was welded shut and they put a panic on it so they can get out, but I replaced it. I'm going to show you how I did it. Well, today we're going to replace a steel door. And what happened was they had this tank in front of the steel door, and the insurance company came and said, listen, you have that exit in the back has to work. So they got to put a push bar exit. This steel door is, as you can see, just rotted right out. Down here the rats have been getting out, and the officials came and said you got to keep the rats inside the building because they're terrorizing the neighborhood. The only issue is up here, you can see a big crack. So this building basically shifted a little bit. So I'll show you a little closer. And we're looking up here. See, they all pushed out, and if you could see, there's cracks. Get back a little bit, maybe you could see them going all the way up to the top. So that means that this shifted a little bit. But the building's here since the 1950s, so I'm not worried about that. What I gotta do is see what's in here before I make a decision on how to put the door in. All right, I know it's hollow. That's what I wanted to see. Perfect. Now, I get up here, I got metal up here, I brought metal, and this is what the Masons used last time with these little metal ships. I'll show you what they did with the old doors. They used these things going into the block to hold it in, the frame of the old doors. See it? And they filled it solid with cement. Same thing. Now here's my problem. The door goes in here, it fits this way, and it fits this way. Just get it in there, but that's too low. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have to take these blocks out of here and fix that. Well, there's not much I can do. Gotta knock these blocks out and raise this metal. I don't know if the cinder block don't look like it's gonna be a big deal. All right, that's looking good. Now we're going to look at what's going on again. I got the door in fit and dry. So I know it goes in here. I know it goes in here. And these are the things they gave me. And these are the things they gave me. And they fit in there and they got to lay on the block. So I got to take 1, 2, 3 block out and I can fill them in. So I'm toothing this out, breaking into these blocks. This. Now let's look what's going on. I got the door in here. This is about as level as I can get it. This side's level. This side's level. That's all well and good. The fact is though, when you put in the door, I'll show you. Put in the door on the outside, you all gotta line up over here and over there and on the inside. And this is the inside. See, it all lines up all the way around. I don't want any spaces anywhere. The door is secure. Now I'm gonna cement it in. Now I'm taking these metal things and I'm putting them in right like that. That's what's gonna, those metal things are what's holding the door in. They gotta go in every one of them. Using this quick set, it's the fast setting to go around the sides. I'm gonna mix that all up. So I start using this and go around, filling everything in. Right in the metal, right here in the block. Fill it all in. And then, so I got to put the blocks in. I use this fast setting because I want it to dry instantly. As you can see, I'm filling in around the door. I got it filled in. I got this shim against the door too. We don't want this thing expanding, so make sure you keep a shim against the door when you're doing this. I'm going up with this fast drying cement. It's drying pretty quick. And I keep checking that door as I go. Putting my shim in there. Put my wicks in here to block that all up. That dries very fast, so I know I could get behind there then. Now we're up on top of the door, and I got to put the angle iron on. Now, do I think it's necessary to fill this whole thing in? No. But I'm going to fill the corners in so the corners stay. So I'm going to put my angle iron on top. So now I don't have to mix rapid set. I'm going to mix some of this mason mix. That's what I'm going to finish the job up with. Now this is the angle iron I took out. Just knock the rust off it. It's good. Gonna use it again. Gonna take it, set it right in there, just like that. Filled right over the top of it. I got a 4-inch solid here, and I got to go 5.5 inches. I'm gonna cut it right there. Yep. Clean it up a little bit. That's my first one. So the first thing is I'm working above the door, and I took these and I laid every one out dry because I don't want to get on the scaffold and not have it all figured out. So that's what I do now. I just laid them in. No big deal, like I always say. In. That's in. That's my first one. Put my second one in. Take it into place if you have to. Just like that. You just keep going. I got the door in, and all I'm doing is just tucking it up, as they call it, or pointing it up. That's it. I'm just finishing up on the job. Any way you want to do it. No big deal. Do that, just put it in there. Not too worried about this, but if you want to patch it up, you wet it first, give it that little stucco look. Just like the rest of the building. So let's say you want to hide the new block work, right? Just go get yourself some dirt, just a regular dirt I just picked up off the ground. Add a little water to it and just mud it up. That's going to make that look old. I'm going to talk about that job a little bit. There's a lot of different ways to put a door in. The new school way is they just leave the opening, the door company tells you the measurements, and they come in and they throw it in. But it's 3 times more expensive than the way I did it. Just buy the door, you smash into the block, you put it in. It's an old factory building used for storage. They don't care. As long as they have the push bar to get out of that building in case there's a fire, which is a very, very good code. It's a very good law. And in other countries I've seen the door swing inside. If something happens in the building, you can't get out. Very good law. When I rip above a door, the old timers would actually build an arch above every door. There was no metal in the old days. And then they'd fill the top piece in with wood. You can see that now, the old buildings, especially in Europe. And when you're putting these new doors in, the old days, you didn't have this fast drying cement. Now you have the fast drying cement. So you set your door up, you break your blocks, and you keep filling it in. But as you keep filling in, you better keep going around and checking it. Because it's easy for a door just to get out of kilter a little bit. It's a fast job. I was out of there by the time I started and left was about 6 hours. It's in back of the building. And the mud trick. If you're going to do a real serious job where it's in front of the building and you want to match the cement, you just get some mud, mix it into a mud and a paintbrush, and you paint the joints with the mud. That'll stain the mud and make the masonry look old. So every job's different, a lot of different ways to approach it. There's no right and wrong way, as long as it works. Thanks for watching. I'm Mike Haduck. Until next video.